From Southern California, March of 531 welcomes you here to the Auto Club Speedway as we are getting set to go racing here for the 5th time in 2017 for the NASCAR XFINITY Series season. I'm Rick Burton here in the broadcast booth here to call the race for 25 laps around the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. It is a cloudy, bright, and sunny day here on this Saturday afternoon, and we're happy to have you along with us as we get set to run the Service King 300. As the 40 drivers in today's field currently sit on pit road awaiting the starting command, let's take a look at your championship standings entering this weekend. Elliott Sadler currently leads the standings 9 points over his JRM teammate Justin Allgaier in the number 7. 11 points on Monterrey, Mexico's Daniel Suarez, who is in 3rd place. His teammate Matt Tiff is in 4th place in the points after a runner-up finish from Phoenix. And then the Roush teammates James Busher and Darrell Wallace Jr. round out the top 5 as they are currently tied 31 points behind Elliott Sadler. As the West Coast Wing ends here in Auto Club, we cannot forget some of the great racing we've had during our NASCAR Goes West tour, especially last weekend from Phoenix. Go back 1 week ago, rookie William Byron, making his 4th career start in Xfinity competition, battled his way to the front and scored his first career win. Byron becomes the 3rd driver to clinch a spot in this year's Xfinity Chase. Entering this weekend, we have a lot of favorites, a lot of Cup drivers trying to get one thing and one thing only, that is the checker flag. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and more, all in the field, which automatically makes this one heck of a race moving forward. Tomorrow, the NASCAR XFINITY Series will take their turn on this 2-mile racetrack in the Auto Club 400 tomorrow afternoon. This morning, these cars were on track to qualify, leaving us with a bit of a surprise pole sitter in Tyler Reddick. Reddick, who competes full-time in the Truck Series for GMS Racing, running a limited schedule with Chip Ganassi Racing this season, grabbed his first career pole in single-car qualifying earlier this morning. And he will lead the field down the green next to your Daytona winner, Justin Allgaier. When we come back to Auto Club, cars will begin to roll off onto the speedway, but first, let's send it down trackside for the most famous words.
Drivers, please start your engines.
"40 drivers fires up their engines and will now roll off of pit road onto the track." At the top of your screen, you will see your starting grid roll across the screen, giving you a chance to see where your favorite drivers are going to start this afternoon. 48 cars showed up here this weekend to race, but only 40 made the show, meaning that 8 drivers did not qualify on time. One driver who did, the number 42, Tyler Reddick, on the pole the first time in his career. He'll lead the field down the green in a NASCAR XFINITY Series race. On the outside, Justin Allgaier, your Daytona winner, looking to go get his second win of the year. Row 2, Kyle Busch and William Byron. Brandon Jones and Ryan Blaney in row number 3, Austin Dillon and Brendan Poole, Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Larson. A lot of Cup drivers, a lot of double-duty drivers in the field like Busch, Blaney, Dillon, Harvick. We have Larson, we have Logano, we have Trevor Bayne, we have Casey Mears, all in the field. They'll be running in tomorrow's NASCAR XFINITY Series race. What information can they carry over from this race into tomorrow's Auto Club 400? Rounding out the field of 40 is Ray Black Jr. and DJ Kennington. But at the front, though, it is all about Tyler Reddick and his Broken Bow Record Chevrolet on the pole, leading the field down to green here at the Auto Club Speedway alongside the 7 of Allgaier coming down to the green flag. The fans are on their feet, and we are finally racing here at the Auto Club Speedway. Pretty good jump by Tyler Reddick. He leads us down into turn number 1, and that's the 2 of Austin Dillon, already making a 3 wide on his teammate Brandon Jones, as here comes Byron through the middle, and Allgaier slips up top. Out the groove goes the 7 of Justin Allgaier. Allgaier slip in turn number 1, costed him a lot of spots, but that helps Kyle Busch and William Byron stay on the bumper of the 42 going through turns 3. Reddick, Byron, Busch, your top 3. Dillon and now Logano, the inside line, pay dividends here on the start. Brandon Jones dropping back in the middle lane. Allgaier falling back tremendously on the outside line in the 7 car. And no contact between Darrell Wallace and Suarez. Sally goes below the white line in the tri-oval. And contact is made. Harvick and Brandon Jones gets into Blaney. Blaney's in the wall. So is Brandon Jones. They fall back. They save it though. Down the back straightaway. And there goes Cook towards the outside wall. And Cook spins out. Around goes the one of Buescher. J.J. Yeley spins out. And a lot of damage on the 28 of Ross Chastain as Cook slides back up the track in turn 3. A caution flag is out here on lap number 2. Blake Cook, J.J. Yeley, James Buescher. But we have a new leader now. The 09 William Byron grabbed the lead away from Tyler Reddick on that second lap. So Byron will be a leader when we go back green here in just a couple of laps after we get some cleanup done down here, down the back straightaway towards turn number 3. William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Kyle Busch, your top 3, coming across the line with Austin Dillon and Joey Logano running out your top 5. There's your number 11, Blake Cook. He was running up inside the top 20 until that contact took place almost halfway down the backstretch. Got turned into the outside wall. Came in here 7th in the point standings, having a pretty good solid start to 2017 for Blake Cook. But some pretty good contact on the number 11. Same with James Buescher, who came in here 5th in points. And another driver who had some severe damage, the 28 of Ross Chastain. There he is up ahead. And we are going to be having some pit stops here under yellow. All cars coming down pit road as we are only 3 laps into this 25 lap race. William Byron brings us down. Reddick, Busch, Dillon, Logano. Then you have Darrell Wallace, Suarez, Harvick, Larson, and Elliott Sadler. That is your top 10 coming down pit lane. Drivers will now go into their pit stalls, try to get a few adjustments made, along with a full tank of Sunoco gas and some Goodyear tires, as we get set to go with about maybe a good 20 laps to go. And Byron comes off pit road. No, Reddick beats him off pit road first. Byron second. Logano third. Darrell Wallace and Suarez, your top 5. Elliott Sadler, Kyle Busch, Matt Tiff, Dillon, and Kyle Larson, your top 10. See some other drivers coming off a pit road. That number 1 pit stall pays dividends for Tyler Reddick. He grabs the lead back here on the pit road away from William Byron, and he will be a leader when we go back green here in the Service King 300. We are back live and we are getting set for the restart with some breaking news coming from pit stops. Let's take a look at what happened on pit road to take one of our favorites out of the race. Let's take a look at the replay. The 41, Kevin Harvick, was running 8th at the caution flag. And you're going to see what happened to Kevin Harvick here, leaving his pit stop. And there is the contact involving the number 33 of Brandon Jones. Harvick was leaving pit road. Brandon Jones is trying to get down into his pit stall. They made contact, and he saw all the damage on the 41 of Kevin Harvick, and the 41 has went behind the wall due to a good amount of damage on that Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford Mustang. Pretty much the same amount of contact that we saw with Ross Chastain, but Chastain is still in the race in 35th place. 39 cars remain on track, and Tyler Reddick, first off a pit road, thanks to that number 1 pit stall, brings the field back down to green, and alongside William Byron and Joey Logano behind in the 12 car. We're back underway, and Logano looking to possibly go through the middle in that 12 car down in the turn number 1. Reddick leaves that inside line open. Here comes Logano on the inside. Looks like he may be able to clear Byron for a second, but Byron fights back with the momentum from the outside line. 3 wide down the backstretch. William Byron, Daniel Suarez nose to tail on the outside line, and that draft pays dividends for William Byron. He now charges ahead of the 42 and the 12 as they come from turn number 4. Byron was out of it until he got helped down the backstretch, and now Byron clears Reddick and Logano. He retakes the lead here at Auto Club. 3 wide, we have Darrell Wallace on the inside, Daniel Suarez in the middle, Kyle Busch up top, the same behind them, Austin Dillon, Elliott Sadler, and the 88 of Kyle Larson. Busch goes up high. Here comes Suarez in the middle, and this is all going on behind Byron as Darrell Wallace gets loose through turns 3 and 4. Byron, Logano, and Tyler Reddick now your top 3 as they come down the line. 4 wide almost going down here in the turn 1. There's Dillon. Cole Custer getting aggressive here now in that 0-0. Cole Custer, the sophomore driver out of Stewart-Haas Racing, teammate of Kevin Harvick, who went behind the wall after that crash on pit road. Byron got the lead away from Logano and Reddick, but now not really able to pull away as Logano staying in the tire tracks of the 09. Byron, who grabbed his first career win in the series 1 week ago at Phoenix, looking to possibly go back-to-back wins here in the Xfinity Series. Byron, who's already locked into the chase for 2017, looking to get a little bit more insurance towards the chase, get a little bit more bonus points going forward in the chase come September. And the caution lights are back on. We have a crash here on the track, the 10 of J.J. Yaley and the 0, Brandon Hightower. Issues in turn number 1 involving Yaley and Hightower. That brings out the caution flag as Byron holds off Logano and Reddick, and Byron once again leads the field down to the caution flag. So the pace car is back out for the second time, and the 10 of J.J. Yaley and the 0 of Brandon Hightower, the 2 guys who looks to be the caution. Not quite sure what happened, but it doesn't really look like it'll take either car out of the race. So let's go back and take a look at the replay of the crash involving J.J. Yaley and Brandon Hightower. Something about the Auto Club Speedway is it has a lot of grooves, but they're going to run out of room right here going down into turn number 1 involving Brandon Hightower and J.J. Yaley. Saw Hightower come up the track. Yaley was there, and into the wall goes Hightower and Yaley. I believe the 0 got a little bit more contact than the 10 of Yaley. Yaley's pretty much against the wall, and Hightower trying to get the 80 of Austin Terrio, who has the one of James Busher on the inside. Hightower squeezes Yaley up in the outside wall, and they're going to go around. Neither car really got severe amount of damage. That's pretty much going to take both cars out of a good finish, but both cars should be able to continue fine here as we get set to go back green with under 15 laps to go here from Auto Club. The lights are out at the top of the pace car, meaning that we are going green this time by with 11 laps to go here in the Service King 300. And we just got word that we have a car slow off of turn number 2. That is Blake Cook in the number 11. The leaf filter gutter protection Chevrolet Blake Cook for Colleague Racing off the pace down the backstretch as we'll be going green this time by with 11 laps to go. 11 to go, and the number 11 car off the pace. Blake Cook involved in that lap 2 crash. Got some pretty good damage, but was able to survive, but now possibly mechanical issues on the number 11 of Blake Cook. And with only 1 car out the race, Kevin Harvick, that could put Cook 39th at the finish should he not be able to continue, and he came in here top 10 in the points. So a tough break for Blake Cook. But it is still a good break for William Byron. He is still out in front of the field alongside Joey Logano. We saw Byron pass Reddick from the outside on that last restart, and Logano did the same here. We're back underway from Auto Club. And look at Reddick making it 3 wide down in turn number 1. Tyler Reddick on the inside, 3 wide through turn number 1. Oh, Logano went high. He's going to go out of the groove like Allgaier did. Remember, Allgaier went out the groove on the initial start, fell back outside the top 10, and he has not recovered yet. Logano now does the same in turn number 1 as Byron clears Reddick for the lead, or does he? Oh, Reddick is there. He has his nose underneath the 09 of Byron. Byron, that 09 car is strong, and he hangs on, and he clears that 42 off the exit of turn number 4. Now the 19, Danny Suarez, pushing the 42 up into second place. About to push him into the 09 of Byron, the way he was pushing him down the front straightaway. And 4 wide back here, that's the 12 Logano. We talked about him having a poor restart now on the outside of a 4 wide battle. As you see, with 3 wide, Casey Mears on the inside, Austin Dillon in the middle, Darrell Wallace up top, there's Alex Bowman up top. In the 5 car, he's had a poor weekend. It's not had no speed in that 5 car the entire weekend. Right now, just trying to get inside the top 10 as Byron hangs on. And we have a new guy up here. How about the 000 Cole Custer 4 wide, going into turn 1 for 3rd place. Cole Custer, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and there you go. There you see the 42 now get out the groove. Tyler Reddick, there's no grip up there. In turn number 1, we saw that affect Allgaier and Logano, and now it just hurt the 42 of Tyler Reddick and slow down his momentum going into turn number 3 now. William Byron leads his Monterrey, Mexico teammate Daniel Suarez, your winner from Las Vegas, Byron, your winner from Phoenix, and Kyle Larson, your winner from Atlanta. The last 3 winners in the series, all here running inside the top 4 as Kyle Busch now through the middle in the 18. Trying to thread the needle is the 18 of Kyle Busch. He passes and clears the 19 of Suarez, most likely off of turn number 4 or turn number 2. And he does just barely. Slides up in front of the 19 of Suarez. Now that leaves Larson on the inside of Suarez for 3rd place. Custer, and now there's that 42 fighting back on the inside, Tyler Reddick. Justin Allgaier side by side with Casey Mears. He's having a really nice run right now. That number 3 Geico Military Chevrolet, Casey Mears, running here inside the top 10 in 7th place. Allgaier 8th, Austin Dillon 9th, and Darrell Wallace 10th. And how about the 98 Trevor Bayne up here inside the top 15? And how about the 22 Ryan Blaney? We saw him up in the wall in turn number 2, or on lap number 2. Down in turn number 1, the 22 fell back outside the top 30. So did Brandon Jones. Blaney has recovered nicely now here up inside the top 15. Could still get a top 10 run out of what could have been a disaster day for that 22 car. But the laps are winding down. Only 6 laps to go here at Auto Club. The top 3 trying to pull away. Byron in front of Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson is 3rd. And Tyler Reddick 4th. And Cole Custer looks like he may get inside the top 5 should he clear Suarez. And around goes the 20. Matt Tiff spins out, collects the 98 of Trevor Bayne. Bayne spins wildly down the back stretch, and I believe all the cars will be able to avoid the 20 and the 98. Trevor Bayne and Matt Tiff, who had a great run last weekend at Phoenix, got a career best 2nd to William Byron. Now finds himself with a lot of damage on the rear end of that DeWalt flexible Toyota Camry for Matt Tiff. And with only 4 laps to go, this could very well put us up to a green-white checker finish here to end the Service King 300. William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson the top 3. But the caution came out involving the rookie Matt Tiff and the 98 of Trevor Bayne. I believe the 1 of Busher and the 33 of Brandon Jones may have got involved as well. Let's see, they're coming out of turn number 2. And the 48, Brendan Poole, looks like he'll make contact with the 98 of Trevor Bayne off the corner. There's the contact with Bayne, sends Bayne down into Matt Tiff. And Tiff just wrong place at the wrong time. There's Greg Golden getting involved in the 60, a little bit of contact. Brandon Jones, there's Busher in the 1. And the 4, Garrett Smithley, you saw him in the debris fly off the 4. He just barely, almost missed the, was that the 20 of Tiff? He just barely missed the 20 car until right there you see the debris flying in the air from the 4 Garrett Smithley and the 20 of Matt Tiff. And you see that just hurt the 4 car. And you see the 4 off pace here in turn number 3. Not sure how severe that is. Possibly broke the track bar or suspension. I have no idea, but issues for the 4 of Garrett Smithley as well. But This is going to set us up for a overtime finish. William Byron and Kyle Busch, your front row. Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, and Cole Custer. That will be your top 5 when we come back green here to the Auto Club Speedway. Stay tuned. We're back live here, getting set for what could be the final restart of the afternoon. 36 cars remain on track behind leader William Byron. The 0 Brendan Hightower, the 98 of Trevor Bain, they complete the field. Matt Tiff and Garrett Smithley have went behind the wall, joining Blake Cook, who is also out the race. So is the 41 of Kevin Harvick. There'll be 2 laps to go. They'll take the green flag, then they'll come back around for the white flag, and then they'll take the checker flag. Can William Byron do it? Can he go back-to-back wins? What about Kyle Busch? Can he deny him? As they come down the front straightaway, only 2 laps to go here at the Auto Club Speedway. Byron spun his tires. The 09 does not really get going, and here comes Kyle Larson in the middle. Kyle Busch has a pretty good push going down to turn number 1, but Byron can slide up the track and clear the 88 and the 18. A great turn 1 and 2 by William Byron. He does. He clears the 18 of Kyle Busch. Busch cleared of Larson. Now can he run down the 09? Their turns number 3 and 4. Up the track goes Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez. Behind them, the 3 of Casey Mears. But off the final corner, they will see the white flag. Only 1 more lap to go at Auto Club. Byron leads Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson is there in 3rd place. Can he make a move here in the final lap? Busch to the inside, side by side between the 2 Gibbs teammates. Kyle Busch have not been a victory lane yet this year. Kyle Larson behind the 18, going by the 09 of William Byron. Down in the turn number 3 they go. And Larson all over the back of the 18. Contact is made. Busch and Larson sideways. Here comes Byron on the outside. There's going to be a drag race down the line. Busch loses his momentum, and up the outside comes the 09. William Byron goes to victory lane at Auto Club. Back-to-back wins for the rookie William Byron. He goes and grabs his 2nd career win and just his 5th career start after contact between the 2 Kyles down in turn number 3. Slows down Busch and Larson's momentum, and that gives Byron the momentum on the outside to clear both of them and take the win away from the 18 of Kyle Busch and the 88 of Kyle Larson. Busch must be happy that Byron got the win, but he can't be happy that he lost the win because of Kyle Larson and that contacting down in turn number 3. But what a finish that was, as the results will now pop up on your screen. There it is. William Byron, the winner. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick. How about that? Top 5 by Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez. Your top 5, Custer, Dillon, Wallace, Logano, and Elliott Sadler. Top 10. Great rebound by Ryan Blaney, 11th place in the number 22 car. We saw that contact in lap number 2. He battles back to a 11th place finish, and Justin Allgaier 12th in the number 7 car. 13th on down, Alex Bowman, Nemechek, and Poole. Casey Mears, Buscher involved in that first caution as well. Comes home 17th. For James Buscher, De Benedetto, Clements, and Greg Golding, a top 20 finish for the number 60 rookie, Greg Golding. Ron C., Corey LaJoie. We did not talk about Corey LaJoie at all today. He finishes 22nd in his first start of the year. Austin Terrio and Yaley, a top 24. Yaley, he also brought out a caution, the 2nd caution of the day. And then you see Armstrong, Gallagher, Priest, Black, Chastain, and Brandon Jones, another guy who had issues real early in the race on lap number 2, and then he took one car out of the race via pit road. Not a good day for the 33. Martin Raw, McLeod, Bain, Kennington, Ware, and Hightower. The 36 cars that did complete the race, all 27 laps. This race was supposed to be 25 laps, but it increased to 27 based on the overtime. And then the final 4, the drivers who finished out the race: Matt Tiff, Garrett Smithley, Blake Cook, and Kevin Harvick. And we did get reported that Blake Cook had an engine failure that took the number 11 out the race, and Kevin Harvick had that issue on pit road earlier, sent him behind the wall just 4 laps in. So now 5 races in, and now the chase grid looks a lot different from the way it started out. William Byron 2 wins. He's the top of the chase grid. Suarez and Allgaier, they're locked in. And then you have Elliott Sadler 89 points ahead of the 60 of Greg Gaulding. And Darrell Wallace 60 points. James Busher 51. All the way down to Chastain, Theriault, and Sieg. They are 8, 7, and 3 points ahead. Gaulding 3 points out to Benedetto, Clements, and Ryan Preece. They're outside the top 20, or outside the top 16 in points. So we move on to 2 weeks from now, the Texas Motor Speedway, the Aurelia Auto Parts 300. That is the next stop for the NASCAR XFINITY Series. 2 weeks away. The series is off next weekend as the Cup Series will head to Martinsville. So there will be no Xfinity racing here next weekend. But 2 weeks from now, like we said, will be from Texas, and then it'll be Bristol and Richmond afterwards. So that is all here from the Service King 300. Next up on this channel will be NASCAR Spring Up Series Racing in the Auto Club 400. That is tomorrow afternoon here on March of 531. You can go to our website, NASCARMockseason.weebly.com, to get more information, news, results, points, and more. That is our website at NASCARMockseason.weebly.com. So we are done here for Auto Club. We'll see you tomorrow for the Auto Club 400. Congrats to William Byron on career win number 2. He wins the Service King 300 here at the Auto Club Speedway. Goodbye, everyone.